Happy Pride Month, everybody. Welcome to Fangirl Diaries. I'm your host, Danny, and let's get into today's entry. Say something.
Hi.
Guys, Lily is joining us for this month's recap. Woo! It's the end of June. This is going to be a heavy one, right, Lilia?
As I've been told.
Because I was away in Thailand from the 21st onward. So we did miss a good chunk of news towards the end of the month. So I didn't get to record any of that. And there was a lot of news happening while I was in Thailand. Like, literally things were going on as I was there when I came back that I was like, wow, even if we had it recorded enough, we still missed so much. So, but obviously I'm now back. Fresh new, started a new job, new beginnings, and we're ending off the month with our monthly recap. Also, happy Pride Month, everybody. Woo! It's the end, we're getting towards the end of it. I hope everyone had a fun, safe Pride. If you went to the parades, when is our parade?
I thought it was in the beginning of the month, no?
No, Bangkok had theirs like at the end of May. DC had theirs today. So we're recording this on June 20th. I always like making sure you guys know as to like pinpoint when our news ends. Oh, it's next Sunday.
The 28th.
Oh my God, we should go. I love going to the Pride Parade. I went once years ago and it's a lot of fun.
I've never been.
Oh my God, we should go. Would you want to go?
If I'm off, I'm down.
Oh my God, yes. I have a pride flag from the Bangkok parade. I was going to say, I'll bring that with me, but I don't want to bring it just to like not risk losing it. I would be so sad if I lost it. Oh my God. We should definitely do it. We could dress up and everything. Wear rainbow colors. All right. But yeah, guys. So I guess we're just going to get into it because the news this month is crazy full to the point where some of the news that we're going to talk about, we're going to spin off into a mini episode, but you guys won't hear that for like another 2 weeks just because I kind of want to wait on some stuff, but that's more for later. Lilia, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. Isn't this fun that you're more clearly heard?
I guess.
It's better than them just hearing a, yeah.
I like that better. That's just me.
Whatever. Anyway, for this month, we're going to start off with shows that I finished. So there were quite a couple. It was actually just a long list. I think this might be a little bit longer than last month. So there were some shows that have ended this month that ended while I was in Thailand. So Love Upon a Time, which obviously, if you're listening to this when we released it, we did a whole episode on it last week. I actually got to see Nat and JJ and Tutorium at Pride, because they were at one of the events. I think that happened like a week or two before the show ended, which was great. The show was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I don't remember what I gave it rating-wise, but I know I enjoyed it. It's very emotional, beautiful. The other one that I finished was Love You, Teacher. A lot of love in the titles. That is Perf Santa's a very cute show about a set of teachers who have to navigate with one gets injured. That one was a lot of fun. We also did an episode on that. That's actually our last episode on the month. That should come out this Friday. Time of recording this, right, Lilia?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look, Rocky. He's asleep. 2 other shows that I finished. Your Dear Daddy. That is a show about actually, that's kind of like an age gap romance about a guy who like, due to like some like dark secret in his past, he ends up leaving town for like fun time and ends up getting involved and having to work in this farm. It's like this whole thing. It's like the plot is hard for me to explain without looking it up because I don't want to get into these plots that much because I kind of just want to get through this. But it was really good. We don't have plans to do an episode on it anytime soon, but it's definitely one that in the future we'll probably do an episode on because I actually really enjoyed it. And I kind of just enjoyed watching it just to watch it and not just to watch it for the podcast itself, which like all the shows that I watch, a lot of them I do enjoy even if I'm doing them for the podcast. But this was kind of just one that I was like really invested in. So that one recently finished as of this month in June. Or I know I said this June 20th, so you guys are probably like, Danielle, that show hasn't ended. We're putting it because I watch it literally as it airs. And I believe the last episode will be airing next Friday. So I'm adding that to my what I finished because I technically already finished it. I've got 1 episode left. And then the other show that I finished this month is Unexpectedly Naughty Fukuyama. I think it's Fukuyama. It is a Japanese BL based on a manga series that did get an anime about 2 office workers who end up in a friends with benefits situation, or I guess co-workers with benefits situation. We don't have any, it's not on our schedule at the moment. It is a show I also want to do. It's a very short one. So if you're thinking about want to watch Japanese BL, it's kind of short. Each episode is about 15 minutes long. The chemistry, like, it's there. It could have been better. I enjoyed it, but it could have been better. So there is one last thing that I did watch, that I did finish, because it's technically like a movie, but it's not really a movie. You know, when you're on TikTok, which you barely are on, because I have to fight you every day to fix our fucking streak. You know
sorry.
you know how you get sometimes those ads for those virtual dramas, the vertical
God.
dramas.
Don't tell me to watch those.
Not the AI ones. I did not watch the AI
Okay.
ones. They did a couple of BL ones.
Oh God.
Specifically after Heated Rivalry ended. And there's one specific couple, or these two guys who've done like a couple of them. They've done the same one like twice. The only difference is like one was about like water polo, and then they did one about football. I don't know. And I think one of them is dating an actor from a different BL. There's a lot of like information. But I watched the sequel, so it's called Waterboy Second Down. Actually, it's really good.
I'm crying. Not you enjoying this.
I didn't pay for it. I want to point out I may or may not have watched it, not legal, but that's not here nor there. Because I was not about to waste. I'm sorry. Like, I want to support actors like this. I think one of them technically was in a Ryan Murphy show, someone said. But as much as I would love to support, I'm not about to waste my time and money on these virtual apps.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of them are doing a lot more AI stuff. But I just was like, I really wanted to watch it because I watched the first one and it wasn't that bad. It's like the acting is not great. They've improved a little bit, and the script is very much beat for beat, like, we're doing this because of Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
But it's like so bad that it's so good. I enjoyed it a lot. They're really good characters. They're really good. And you know what's even funnier? Did you ever watch Teen Beach Movie?
I did.
Okay,
I never saw the second one though.
Just the first one. But do you remember the lead? Not Ross Lynch.
No.
The lead in the fake film. So you know how they had the preppy boys and the biker girl? I think it's that him. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right one. Yeah. So do you remember how they had the preppy cast and they had the biker game?
Yeah.
So you remember the preppy guy?
I think so.
Oh, let me show you a photo of him. His name is this one.
Yeah,
So
I do remember him.
He's in it.
Oh my God, no way.
He's not like a robber or anything. He's very much like bullying the lead because the lead's gay and that's what we're bullying him.
So that's his role. I'm crying. There's no way.
You know what? Get the work you gotta get. But it's like, I'm gonna send it to you. You're not gonna watch it. I know you're not gonna watch it. You should. It's so bad. It's so good. I love it.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Watch it. It's
It'll
so
be part
good.
of our bet. Maybe.
Yeah. No. We're not gonna, we have a bet coming that we'll talk about a little bit later. But it was like, I kind of want to watch it again.
Okay.
Because it was just so much fun. I enjoyed it. So that's everything that I watched this month. Lilia, was there anything that you finished this month?
No.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah.
Okay, shows that I dropped. There's only really one show that I dropped this month. It's a show that I technically have watched before, but also never finished. So it's a start and a finish. But this one's just because it's not great. It is called Unforgotten Night. I only watched it because both actors in the show, I think, have had some news this month. One of them just joined on Monday. The other one joined a different company. And the reason it frustrates me, it's like, so from my understanding, this show was supposed to be filmed during COVID, supposedly. So that's why it's not great, because it's really awkward in some of the parts. And apparently the book that it's based on is much more intense than they made it out to be. And then the lead actor a lot of times gets on a bed with his shoes on, and it bothers me. So it's not terrible. It's just that every time I try to finish it, I stop myself halfway through. So that's kind of everything that I've finished. If we sound like we're rushing through a lot of things, it's because we have so much to talk about. So much.
Woo, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, literally. Let's see. So the last thing, Lilia, is there anything that you watched and didn't finish this month?
I mean, I didn't finish it, but I'm still gonna try to finish it.
What?
I started watching Breaking Point on Netflix.
What's that?
It's about this girl who is now the head of a basketball team because the original head got arrested.
Do you mean Running Point?
Is that what it's called?
It's
Running
called.
Point?
That's why I was like, what,
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the game.
Yeah.
But
No,
Running Point.
I've watched it. I watched the first season.
Is it good?
Yeah, I actually really
I
like
heard
it.
it's good.
With Kate Hudson.
And Brenda Song.
Yeah. It's actually really, really good. I like the first season. I'm on the second season. Actually, it's pretty good.
I'm on episode 2. Yay.
I guess that's a show I also finished and didn't have, but whatever. All right, shows I started. Actually, there's only 3. And 2 of them are GMM shows. So obviously this counts in terms of shows that I watched while I was in Thailand. So I did get to go to the A Dog in a Plane premiere. So that's a show I started starring Tainu. You know, our Pocahontas Papas.
Woo!
It was actually really good. The first episode was really good. The second, we're on, by the time I'm recording this, I think we're on episode 3 or 4. So that one's been pretty good. I started Payback, which is based on, I think it's a Korean webtoon, but it's a Thai BL. Boss is in it for an episode. It's very dramatic. I really like it. It's a little slow in terms of the plot because I don't think there's that many episodes, and I wish it kind of would pick up. Max is in it from MaxNet. So far, I've kind of enjoyed it. I'm kind of just like frustrated that it seems like, you know, we're kind of really slow in the beginning, but it makes me want to watch more. And the other show that I started was, so I know this was like a lot of issues with people with this show because of who's in it. I did watch, I think it's Woo, is how it's pronounced, with Sky Ninny. I started watching it while I was in Thailand. I watched it on TV. It was just, actually before I went to Thailand, it's kind of one of those shows that I've kind of put on the background on my TV. I'm not paying too much attention to it, but the few times that I've had, it's actually pretty decent. So, Lilia, what's our monthly recommendation?
This month, for our monthly recommendation,
What are we recommending to the people?
we are recommending The Among Us Show. Woo! It's up on Paramount if anyone wants to watch it.
Lilia's forcing me to do that.
It is really, really funny, despite all odds. And honestly, the animation is really cute.
For a show that was supposed to come out like years ago, I'm actually surprised.
Me too. I was really surprised when it dropped.
They just dropped it. They didn't even announce it. I think they announced it the day before they dropped it, which was kind of crazy to me. Because I remember when it got announced, it was right around the time that like the game was like really big, and then suddenly you heard nothing for a long time. I'm assuming it's not getting a second season or anything
Probably
like
not.
that. I think it's one of those they kind of just dropped it to drop it, but like
Just to clear up some hard drives.
literally, I was really surprised to see that it was out. Could not believe it. But yeah, so that's our monthly recommendation. Obviously, that's something from our show of the month. It's just something we want to recommend for fun. Oh my God, Lily, are you ready to go with the news?
It's time for news.
So I kind of wrote this news in terms of as stuff was happening and then stuff was updating. And I have no dates on any of this. No dates whatsoever.
We have concept updates.
Literally.
Concept
It's so
updates.
funny because like 2 of these newses, depending when you drop them, might happen already. It's like, what day is it? We're dropping this on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So the 23rd?
I think so.
Yeah, it would be the 20th. Okay, so some of the stuff actually will still be relevant for like an hour. But it was just a lot, especially with me being gone. And then like shit was happening. I could not believe it. So I guess we'll just quickly start. So first off, it's already airing. It's almost finished because only 6 episodes. But at the time that we had finished recording our recap, it did get announced, I think the day after, that Ticket to Heaven started Gemini 4th, was going to get a May 30th release. They had confirmed that it was going to be 6 episodes. Everyone was kind of wasn't sure. So far, I think it's on episode, I want to say 3 or 4 right now. It's doing really well. Funny enough, when I was in Thailand, I promise this will probably be the last time I say that is this month. But a lot of this news correlates to what was going on while I was there. The day of the A Dog in a Plane fan first episode premiere, the very next day they did it for Ticket to Heaven. And it was just kind of funny, like leaving as we were because like literally we were there for our photos and everything, and as you left the auditorium and you looked over to where, because I thought maybe they would still be selling merch after the show was done. Nope, they already were setting up for Ticket to Heaven because it was the very next morning.
They're working overtime over there.
Literally, it was wild. It was like once the show episode was done, they were like, once we were all inside, shop was closed, and they changed it. And they sold a lot more merch for this one than they did a dog in a plane, which I'm not like opposed to, because I'm sure it's just they had a lot of abundance of stuff. Look, they were part of LOL, so I'm not surprised if they had some leftover stuff from that. I would have liked a little more Focus on merch that I could have bought, but that's me. But yeah, so that's already airing. Speaking of LOL Fest, I know that while I was there, Santa got injured during the performance. I'm glad to see that he's doing better. I just remember hearing that when it happened. I was actually on my way to Thailand when that happened. I was in Dubai. I might have been in Dubai. It was just kind of crazy. It's a very elaborate productions, and he ended up they had to like alter the show because it happened the day before the last show. I think he ended up having to sit for most of it.
Oh,
it was really sad, but it like and concerning, because you're doing elaborate performances, and luckily they had a doctor on stage. You know the avocado dog? Remember him, Avocena?
Yeah.
Remember I told you his dad's a doctor?
Yeah.
They had a doctor on stage.
How perfect! How convenient.
I mean, he's a dermatologist now, but apparently he went to medical school. So
I mean, yeah, it still counts.
So, but he's doing better, so that's great. 4 Minutes is now or going to be released on HBO Max. That along with the show Rebound, and then there was 2 others that I don't really know. That is exciting to see. As much as I'm like, I don't want to lose that the streaming service that we have that these shows are on. So like obviously 4 Minute is on iQIYI. There's a bunch of shows like Gaga Ooh La La. Those are available to us in Viki. I do like the idea of some of these shows getting more of a broader audiences on like things like Netflix and HBO Max because it exposes it more. It gives people who already have those apps a chance to watch them without having to pay for another app. I just wish it was like also Kin Porsche. Like, why wasn't it Kin Porsche? That's just me. But 4 Minute is a show.
It is a show.
I haven't watched it since it first premiered, if I'm being honest with you. It was so confusing. And if anyone tries to explain how simple the plot is, I don't want to hear it. I'm not excited for 8 hours. So like more confusion. That's great. But I love Bible. I like Jess. I obviously am more of a Bible fan because I watched him in Kim Porsche. And I like watching him in that Jet Lag show, even though I only see clips because there's no way to watch it here unless you get another app. But I don't think it's dropped yet. I haven't checked up on that. The next piece of news after that. So this is one that's like kind of scaring me because it's about Big and Park. I know lately they haven't been interacting that much. They had a fan meet recently. I believe it was in China or something. And they were seen together very, their usual happy, lovey-dovey sense. But right before the fan meet happened, because obviously we've been dealing with a lot of couples breaking up lately and partnerships breaking up. They were one that a lot of people were concerned about. Their shows did really great. Me and Who I think did, not Me and Who did pretty good. Monster Next Door did pretty well. They're under the same company, but for whatever reason, their agency, I guess maybe their private managers or the agencies themselves are having like internal issues in wanting them to work together. I don't understand why, but Park was the one that made that clear, that it's not that they don't want to be together or work together. It's just that their agency is not allowing them. And it sucks. And I really hope we don't, like, knock on wood, I hope this doesn't lead to them no longer being in a partnership. I feel like the company they're under, sometimes that ends up happening a lot more than it should. Because they're really good together. They really are so good. Their chemistry is amazing. And I want them in more shows. It's frustrating. So this next one, funny enough, was what I was trying to talk about earlier. So Tan Sodran from Unforgotten Night has joined Damundi. So he was in that show and in a pairing with Yoon. Yoon and him since no longer have been not been a pairing for a while. He's actually was in a show. Yoon was in My Stubborn. So he has joined Unforgotten Night. Obviously we're going to talk about the Damundi lineup that just came out this week and my frustration with, some of the stuff. I don't want to get too into it. But he, as far as I'm aware, he's announced so far to be in one of those shows in a supporting role. But we'll get more into that, I think, later. Other than that, the Theron has also joined Damundi. So more Damundi cast. I think he's also in another show as well. Again, I'm not going to go too in depth in terms of the newbies being in shows because I kind of just want to focus on the main couples. But it's more people under Damundi. I really think they need to get their own building or something. I don't know. Monday is like, usually you have a love for the money, but kind of iffy on that this month. Next, more the money news. It was announced that in terms of the Tale first own series YouTuber, it was no longer, has announced on his personal, I believe it's on his Instagram that he announced that he's no longer directing. I don't understand why people are like cheering about this. I saw a lot of people like be really happy. I kind of look through his like directorography. He's done shows like Forever You, which I loved, Perfect 10-Liner, Revamp, Head to Head, My Romance Scammer, When Orange Falls is the most recent show that he has that's airing. And then the upcoming ones is Be My Player 2, 17th Spring, and Good Boy, which Good Boy is one I know I'm looking forward to because I think Mick and Luke Mick, whatever. Tainu plays a younger version of them, and I thought that pilot was good. And then I'm still not sure about 17th Spring. I think that was one that I was kind of like, I'm not sure. But I've watched Forever You. I've watched a bit of Perfect 10-Liner, but that shit's long. And I'm excited for Be My Player 2. So I'm not sure why people are like so happy that he's no longer directing it, because his stuff is not like terrible. But whatever. Alrighty, so this is actually going to come out in a few days. Not Starting Boat and Oat has officially announced a date for June 30th. Yesterday they did a blessing ceremony for the series where they also announced the boys' mascot. Boat and Oat have a mascot. Lilia, isn't that exciting?
Yay!
That's going to be like one of 30 mascot newses this month. So their mascot is a cute little, I think he's like an otter with a bunny mixed into it. His name is Cody. And he's just a little adorable. He's like a little baby. And I love that. I love that more of these couples are getting mascots because, like, I think I said this before. It gives more opportunity for the fans to get, like, more things. The other mascot news that we're going to talk about. So I know I'm not big on GL couples, especially ones other GMM. I know 2 GL couples also got their own mascots. One, his name is Jewel. I think it's like Jules or something. And the other one's name is Winnie. They were adorable. I'll be excited to see them interact with the other mascots. But that's also, I just am not big BLs. But I can't not be not fans of, because I actually was excited to see this. Luna, Amy and Muv. So they are the mascots for the 3 main GL couples under GMM. So Milk Love, Amy, Vonnie, and all that. They actually started talking. And these are kind of those 3 mascots where I may not be a fan of the couples, but I love the mascots. I have a Luna little figure right here. This is Luna. I think I drunkenly texted you last night saying that this is me. And you're Amy. Yeah. They're adorable. I love them. And I'm so happy they could talk. They have the cutest voices. They did a whole GMM live house with Tay. Focus on that. It was just so funny. So cute. I love it. So I'm happy that they're talking. Next, 2, I feel like, again, earlier, I know we talked about For a Minute being on HBO Max. It was also announced, and it has dropped because I've watched it on there. This Love Doesn't Have Long Been and I'm the Most Beautiful Count. Both shows from Change 2431. Change 2561, sorry. I have both dropped on Netflix. I do believe Pit Babe is already on there. So more BL shows are starting to appear. I actually just opened my Netflix a second ago to just double check, and they're going to also be dropping The Next Prince soon. So it's a lot of BLs coming out on more platforms, which is great. I know Kim Jara is also on Netflix, so more opportunities to watch it. I'm glad that Change is doing this because I feel, well, I guess to skip ahead on this because it's on our list, but I'll talk about this now. They also announced The Grim Lover starring Poop Havel is going to be dropping in September. This is their first show since Pit Babe Part 2 ended. Which, my thoughts on Pit Babe, it's not my favorite thing. This one looks interesting. It's about, I believe, a doctor who, after trying to end his life because his fiance has passed away or was killed, he gets entangled with the Grim Reaper, who just so happens to look like his fiance.
That's kind of crazy.
It's a crazy plot, no?
That Okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. I think I'm hoping I got the plot right. So that is also coming on Netflix. So look forward to that. Again, lots of shows. And to add to that, funny enough, I know we talked about one half of the former Unforgotten Night pairing, but it was also announced that Yoon, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, has also joined the cast of The Grim Lover, and he's also now a part of Change 2561. He's also joining Gun Napad. Apparently, the roles that they are playing were supposed to be played by different actors, but due to scheduling different conflictments, they are not taking over the roles. So it'll be interesting to see. I liked him a lot in My Stubborn. But My Stubborn is kind of one of those shows where you kind of just watch to watch. So I'm interested to see how well this does. Next, speaking of director new, his show Be My Player 2, starring Max Bass, is set to premiere on July 16th. I'm really excited. Obviously, this month we ended Forever You. Finally, it's had its finale. So it's nice to see one of those couples start another series. They're the ones that have, they said that they were going to do another show. This also is going to feature Lilia R. Penguin and Black Panther from Caged Again. Those two boys are going to be in this. And they were in the Forever You Part 2 series too. They joined at the last minute. So that's going to be great. Next, Don't Be Too Emotional, which is a show that I'm looking forward to. Will also be dropping on June 26th. Can't wait to see that. Wabi Sabi is set to remake the Korean BL Secret Relationships. This time it will be called My Secret Boyfriends. They also, as of the time of recording this, announced who the actors in the series will be. We'll get Mackie Bonus and Junior Fluke are set to star. I don't know either of these actors, these couples, if they are regular couples. I'm curious to see how this goes. I've watched bits and pieces of Secret Relationship. I know a lot of people liked it. I felt it was very rushed. It was a very short amount of episodes. I've never read the manga that it's based on. So I'm hoping this gets a little more of an extended adaptation, but I also just don't like the logo they gave for this, because it's supposed to be really, really dark. Yeah, like there are scenes in this that I kind of was like taken aback when it happened. I also felt that the lead guy should have ended up with one of the more toxic boyfriends, but that's just me because I'm toxic. But I'm curious to see how Wabi Sabi does it. I'm just kind of like iffy because, this next one I'm going to Paddington. This is more for me. But Paddington the Musical has announced a Broadway transfer for spring 2027. I will be seeing it with my mom. If you're in New York, a lot of posters have gone up. Funny enough, it doesn't open till spring, but they already started advertising it. That Have You Seen This Bear? I found one yesterday and I brought it home.
Yay.
Did I show it to you?
I saw it on your story. It's cute.
It was on a cone. So
not a cone. I think it's cute that it's not a puppet and it's like an actual costume.
You know that it's technically still a puppet.
I know, but like
the face is a puppet.
I know. But I mean, like it's like a Big Bird. It's a full body costume. That made me really happy.
That's still a puppet.
Okay, my point is that there's a person inside the damn thing.
Yeah, it's still a puppet.
Danny,
the only reason I'm saying this is because the puppet community is not liking that here in the States that people aren't saying it, that it's technically a puppet.
Okay. I'm sorry, puppet community. It's right. A puppet.
Say it right.
It's a full body puppet. Happy?
Yes.
Is it a Jim Henson? It's not a Jim Henson puppet though, right?
That would be a Muppet.
Are they all Muppets? I didn't know that.
I mean, I think you could just technically call it a Muppet.
So would that make...
Yes. Yeah, really? I know. Technically.
Oh,
maybe not really, because it's... No, because they're animatronics. The only one that's technically a suit is Foxy. Oh, no. Most of them were suits.
Yeah.
But,
they're puppets. They made 2 versions. That's why.
I don't know.
One's a puppet.
I don't know if those would classify. Because they more... No, I don't think so.
I'm going to Google it, because this is now important
because
to me.
Yoda is, but he technically is under... Yoda's a Muppet.
But he's not a Jim Henson Muppet, is he? Wait, he is.
Yoda was created by the Jim Henson Corporation.
I didn't know that. Wait, the original? Or the new one?
All of them.
That is so cute. I didn't know that.
You know he's voiced by a Muppeteer, right? Frank Oz is Miss Piggy.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Aww. I don't keep up with Star Wars, okay? I don't know anything except Alien lightsaber.
I don't think Grogu...
I still gotta watch that. I gotta watch Mandalorian.
Either, but I don't think Grogu is, though. Grogu isn't.
But he is still a puppet.
Grogu is a puppet. He's heavily inspired He was designed and built by Legacy Effects, which is a different studio. Because he's an animatronic. He is not...
So there's still... So, for the Five Nights at Freddy's ones, they are considered life-size puppets, but they're not Muppets.
Yeah, they're puppets.
It's not fair.
Because they were made by the company. I don't think, like, built-wise and stuff. It really depends. I think Yoda's more considered a Muppet, just because of his lineage. But it's like the Avenue Q puppets wouldn't also be considered Muppets, even though they look like them.
Oh, someone says that the Fraggles aren't Muppets either, though.
The Fraggles are Muppets.
So, I'm confused.
The Fraggles are Fraggles.
Someone wrote, in a technical sense, yes, they have the same dad.
The Fraggles are Muppets. See, someone said, is the Fraggle part of the Muppets? Yes, the Fraggles are Muppets.
Though this person on Reddit...
Wow, Reddit?
chooses to
Amazing.
With you.
I'm surprised that someone on fucking Reddit would say different.
Yeah.
Can I go on to the next piece of news?
If you have to.
How do we get into...
this is important to me. I'm sorry.
How do we get from Paddington to fucking finance it? You know what? I hate you. Anyway... Jasper has revealed their mascot, Flurry. It's a cute red dragon. After that mascot was revealed, both Ao and John got a lot of backlash because apparently they don't, or not that they don't interact enough with their coupling. I've seen them interact a lot with their personal couple Muppets. See what you made me do? I said Muppets instead of mascot. I hate you. Okay, so they got a lot of backlash. One, because Jung, I guess on Twitter, accidentally said, like, oh, this is my child. He didn't mean it like that. I think he kind of, like, not forgot, but it was kind of, he was just being playful. Because technically, the mascot for the groups are not their child, it's their brother. And people were leaving him flack, and I was like, yo, there were some people being like, you guys know that they technically didn't birth these mascots, right? They're mascots. Like, some people were taking it way... Like, I was seeing people being like, oh, he forgot his pairing. Why don't you just leave him and just pursue your little boy band thing? I was like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, that's excessive.
It's not that serious. And I want to point out, as I was reading this, his mascot is the sunflower one. His mascot with Dunk is JD. She was on my bag.
Aw.
I had JD on my bag. I was carrying her. So the fact that I'm reading that as an active fan, I was like, yo, this is a bit much. And apparently they're doing the same thing with Owl, and I'm like, calm the fuck down. It is not that serious. Lilia, it's your turn for your news.
My turn.
Not the Grammy one, the other one.
Okay. Well... I'm excited to say that they finally released a teaser for Kingdom Hearts 4, which I still refuse to believe is going to come out anytime soon. But it's nice to see that we have a teaser.
You also refuse to believe that GTA 6 is coming out in November?
Game is gonna, I'm telling you right now, that game is going to get delayed
It's not. It's coming the same day. It's coming out the same day as Barbie Rewind, and we're going to have another Barbie Hammer.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's going to get delayed. Those are two games in this whole world that are never going to come out until the light of day.
Barbie is going to feature in GTA 6.
You know what? I genuinely believe that we are more likely to get a Barbie Fortnite collab than we are to get GTA 6.
Why the fuck would we put Barbie in Fortnite?
They put everything in Fortnite. We even got Kingdom Hearts on Fortnite.
Did we?
Yeah. Or we're getting it, I think, later this year.
I'm pretty sure it's because Disney owns a bit of Fortnite.
But it's like... We're not getting these two games. I'm telling you. I can guarantee you these two games are not coming out.
What is our... We're making a bet.
We are making a bet.
So if I'm right and GTA 6 does drop on the day that it's supposed to, Lilia has to watch Heated Rivalry and then 2 Thai BLs of my choosing, and she has to review it on the podcast.
That's fine.
For that month's recap.
Okay.
In detail.
Fine. And I'm still coming up with the details on what Danny has to do if the games are delayed. But I'll get back to y'all on that.
You should try to think of one before the end of the recording.
I'll try to. We'll see.
Gotta be something good.
I know.
I think of something.
I'll try.
We're not doing anything Sonic related.
Which is unfair to me, but okay.
Well, because it's like, okay, we could record it, but then I could delay dropping that episode because of XYZ.
You're so mean to me.
It's not me being mean. It's just that we have other shows we have to prioritize. You reviewing the 3 shows that I want you to review, it's just going to be quick reviews on the recap.
I'll get back to you.
It's going to be so much fun to see you react to Heated Rivalry. Should we talk about the Grammys really quick?
The Grammys! I feel bad for Bad Bunny.
Why Bad Bunny?
Because they also opened a new category after he won.
Yeah, so I don't remember what the third category was, but best Latin, was it song?
Yeah, best Latin
Asia song. Let me tell you this. I do think it is shitty that they decided to release those now when BTS has a chance. And for everyone who's like, oh, but blah, 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 blah. It is not a flight against Rosé. It is not a flight against, not even Golden. Because Golden got what? Golden didn't even win a top category, did it? What did it win?
Best song written for visual media.
Was that it?
Yeah.
It didn't get, what one pop duo group? I don't remember.
Wasn't it that one the Wicked?
Oh, that's right. It was Defying Gravity.
We were confused about that. We didn't expect that one.
Yeah, that's right. So it's not against, that's why I'm like, it's not against K-pop Demon Hunters or Rosé, because K-pop Demon Hunters would have won that regardless. Even if they were like, this is just a K-pop, it would have won visual media regardless, because it was the only song, because it is a kid's song. I'm sorry, I like that song, but it is the equivalent of a Disney song winning.
It's just Let It Go, yeah.
No, yeah, it's literally Let It Go, but in a different format. I like K-pop Demon Hunters. I think this is, you know what it is? It's the fact that, because I would have felt the same amount of, maybe not the same amount of anger, but had they waited till next year to introduce this after BTS would have won a couple of the awards, I still would have been pissed, but I would have been more pissed that like, oh, you finally give them the big ones, but you're going to box them in now. Kind of in the same way they're doing the Bad Bunny. It's the fact that there's a chance they're not even going to let them try to win the big ones. Because we've had plenty of Latin awards, like we've been separated, and I am not against the idea of having separate awards for separate genres of music. It's when it gets to be too excessive and too on the nose that like, you guys are just doing this so that the American artist can win, so that the English singing artist can win, so that the ones you like the most can win. Because let me tell you something, I don't think Olivia Rodrigo deserves to win. I don't think Bruno Mars deserves to win. And I don't know much about music, but that Arirang has done numbers that you would not believe. Mm-hmm. And the only way that the Grammys could make this right is to make sure that the nominees for that award for the because I can't speak much about Latin music because I don't listen to a lot of that music. For me, it's like Shakira and Shakira. I love Shakira. Shakira. Anyway, it has to be a lot of C-pop, Thai pop, J-pop. Literally the only K-pop nomination better be BTS. Mm-hmm. Because let me tell you something. I don't think everyone being like, oh, it's going to be Inkigayo, low class bar groups getting out. It's not going to happen. I feel like we are overestimating. They're not going to always nominate K-pop. We're not going to see. I'm going to knock on wood, but they are going to nominate Chinese groups and Japanese groups because they're going to have to look more diversified. It's going to look bad if they just nominate K-pop groups. They're going to have to pick more than one country for these nominations. What are you looking up? Well, what's your opinion?
See, my thing is, I agree that, okay, the Grammys opening, like we have now the Latin Grammys, okay, that's great if they were to do something similar. Mm-hmm. But additional to that, adding separate categories within the main Grammys, that's where it's a problem. Because it's like, if you already have the Latin Grammys and they already have Best Latin Song in that, right? As an award that you can win.
It's like, why do we need Best Latin Pop?
Exactly. Like, why is that now on the main one too?
Like, okay, yeah, it gives other artists opportunity. But if they're so good, why aren't you giving them a chance?
On the main awards.
Why are we always nominating the same same 5 people? Mm-hmm. Like, it's exhausting. And it's just it's just the fact that it's on the nose as to why they did it. The Asia Pop one, y'all could have had this a long time ago. Asian Pop has always been a thing. It's never not been a thing. J-Pop was semi-big before K-Pop. It just died down because Japan didn't really want you guys to want us to have their music. Now they might, because there's an opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if studios in Japan and China decide to import more of their music over here because of that. And I said this in a tweet, I better see, and I had to listen to some of Jeff's songs, I better see the lives of Jeff Satra. He was in Kin Porsche, Wuju Bakery. He is doing, funny enough, a concert in Thailand with Bam Bam. He's one of the biggest Thai artists. He came and sang at the Grammy Museum. Mm-hmm. he better be nominated. Because he, in my opinion, is one of the best Asian artists. Like, I love BTS, but there's something different about his music. That he should be at the same level as them because of his artistry. And he does a lot of it on his own. He runs his own studio and everything. And he to me is like on the same level as them in terms of artistry. So I better see him get nominated. There are J-pop groups. I don't listen to a lot of J-pop. I think the most I listen to is Genetic. But there are pop singers over there that should be getting nominations. And same with C-pop. I better at some point see, like, I know people are going to be like, you only like them because they're GMM. And unfortunately, I'm going to say it's because I don't listen to a lot of Thai music outside of the BL groups. I would like to see groups like Lycan and Bus and all that get nominated at some point. Because if you're going to start nominating groups like Stray Kids and ATEEZ, then I better see Lycan. I better see groups like Lycan.
Yeah.
Give me, you know who deserves a nomination if we're really going to start nominating people from other Asian countries besides K-pop? You know, that's the whole point of doing this. Give me Dawu. White Rabbit, La La La, some of the best pop songs I've listened to in years. And again, he does a lot of that himself.
I also want to see South Asian representation too. Bollywood stuff. Other artists from down there.
So it's like you can't just mention 3. You have to be diverse. It can't just all be K-pop. Because if it's all just K-pop, then you only did this to get K-pop companies to shut up. There needs to be, I don't know how many nominations per category, but it should be at the very least 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It can't just be all K-pop. And I think armies need to calm down in the sense of like, I understand the frustration. I don't see us getting like groups like 50-50. Actually, no, I can't. 50-50 got almost close. Was when they did Barbie and Cupid would have done, I could have seen that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see like IVE or Boys Next Door. Or I could see Cordis getting a nomination for this.
I feel like if anything, they would put them in new artists.
But I feel if the point of this award is to single out Asian artists and not allow them in any other awards, this would be the one they would give Cordis.
No, I would see TXT.
Well, but I'm saying the likes of Cordis and TXT, the people are like, oh, you're picking hype artists because they're the ones who are showing the numbers. And you could say, oh, they're not from a small company. That's not fair. BTS built that company up for a reason, and now the artists that the same people who found BTS found them, felt that they're on the same level of artistry or get them the same. That's why. There's like a difference. Like, I could agree and say Cordis and TXT can definitely get nominations because the same people who created BTS created them and saw something in them. You can't deny that. And TXT is really, like, listen, solo-wise, I could see if Jungkook wanted, I could see him releasing a Korean song and getting nominated next year. I could see many.
I wonder if it would have been funny had that category been out when they were still in the military and all of their solos came out and it was just them going.
They would have all won.
They all would have won.
Well, not Jungkook because all his songs were in English.
No.
Jin had Korean songs. Jin, Jimin, and V would have got nominated because all their songs were Korean. I don't know if J-Ho had any songs in Korean.
No, only in the Jack in the Box. That would have been too early.
Yeah, and neither Suga does rap. That's not pop.
Yeah.
We put it under K-pop because it's Suga, but it's not pop.
That's rap.
The other thing, and we gotta quickly move on. I do have to talk about Billy Babe really quick, and then we're gonna do a quick rundown on the DMD lineup, but we're gonna do a longer video. But I do want to talk about that quickly here. But let me finish this. That category is going to be retired within the next 5 years.
Yeah, once the hype goes down again.
Literally.
Which is sad, because it just shows how, like, blatant it is.
Yeah. Latin music, that Latin category is never going to go away because Latin music is too relevant and always will be relevant. But it's going to be a couple of things. I have a feeling with the way things are going, I think BTS will still be nominated in some of the big awards. I don't think we should count them out. I think we're scared because we've seen this before, but I have a feeling that they can't ignore not giving BTS a big award. I have a feeling BTS will get the Asia Award. They'll get Pop Duo and Group. And if we're lucky, one of the big ones. And I'm not going to say which one. I'm just saying that I have a feeling that's how it's going to go. because they can't ignore it. It's going to be like when Parasite. Remember when Parasite was nominated for the Oscars? Yeah. So they won director, they won foreign film, and everyone thought, oh, they won foreign film, they're not getting Best Picture because them giving them foreign film is them throwing the full movie a bone. They ended up winning Best Picture.
I was happy that day.
Yeah, I could see it going in that route where it's they get the Asia Artist because that's the Foreign Artist Award. Pop Duo is their version of Best Director in this case, and then they get one of the big ones.
That's what happened to Bad Bunny last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see that happening, and then the year after that, that's when they just nominate them in Asia. I could see them still throwing BTS here and there in Pop Duo, but I could see the excuse of if the album is not as big as Arinan after this, it'll just be those two categories that they get put into. Maybe a few other ones here and there, but this is one of those where they can't ignore it. If they did, it would be such a problem. There are going to be so many articles.
Yeah, it'll look really bad for the Grammys.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, there's just no way they can ignore it. I think we need to keep that mindset and not be so scared. You know? But they will retire this in about 5 years. In the next 5 years, BTS will most likely win that award, maybe one or two of them solo-wise, and then maybe an artist from a different continent, like from Japan or China, and hopefully we'll throw Thailand. Like, listen, I hope someone like Jeff wins one. But I don't see this award lasting more than 5 years. Maybe at most 6 or 7. Just because they retire categories all the fucking time. What? I know I said it. What I said. But the point is...
I know. It made me laugh.
The point is...
Jungkook would have been proud.
Ugh. Amy would have been proud. The mascot that I sent you, said, 6, 7, yellow. So she does yellow because she picks up because she has yellow under her dress. I love that video. It's the only 6'7" joke I like is her doing it. But that's what I mean. Is they retire categories all the time and then they bring them back to revamp them. They rename them. But yeah. You have anything else before I move on?
Wishing BTS the best.
They're gonna get it. This is the one year where the past few times that they've been nominated, I have not been hopeful. I didn't think Dynamite or Permission. I feel like Dynamite was the closest. Had it not been for Ariana being in Lady Gaga's song, because like I said, they don't let Ariana win unless she's with someone else. Had that song not been nominated that year, I think they would have gotten it.
But in a way, I'm also proud that they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be more meaningful for this album.
And they already have an Album of the Year nomination with Coldplay, and a part of me is glad they didn't win for that one because it would have been you couldn't get it without Coldplay. So this time around, I'm really hoping I have a good feeling they are going to give it all to BTS because it's too hard to ignore.
Yeah.
The backlash is so big from the announcement and the way that it's being talked. It's that guy, that supposed Grammy voter, which again, be very careful and mindful in how you promote Aridan. Don't start tagging people that you think are voters. We just want the album to kind of be out there. I think the fact that he spoke out about it in the way that he did kind of says to me that a lot of the voters are probably thinking the same. So let's just hope that I'm right. So this is the last piece of news before I get... there's two actually before I get into Billy Babe. The Only Friends Dream On had announced a fan meet here in the States. They are only going within the United States into Washington, D.C., so I will not be going because fuck that. And I think it's the same weekend as the Xenu one. I'm not 100%. It sold out quick. It sold out the other day. But congrats to them. I wish they were doing a date in New York. I would have loved to have gone, even though we already did our Only Friends Dream On episode. But only because I want to meet Album and Earth Mix. A little bit of Josh Gone, but it would have been nice. The other thing, so I mean, Titi Popor, Thomas King Kong also had their second day fan meet tickets go on sale today, and it sold out completely, but whatever. I'm only saying that because it's like they're that already we talked about a while back. So this last piece of news before the lineup, the issues with Billy Babe, so that you don't know, Leah, they're a couple. They actually they were dating. From my understanding, they had talked about it. They had been in a couple of shows. I think they did a movie last year. I'm not 100%. But recently it came out they haven't been speaking. So I wrote seems to have broken up because there's been no official announcement from them that they're broken up, and I still don't know what is going on. But they were under a company that for some reason I'm blanking on the name. I'm kind of just going on what I know because I don't I don't want to go too much until more has come out. And they both left the company. They all started their own separate companies. And supposedly, when the last payment was supposed to come in, I believe Babe didn't get the money he was supposed to get from this company. And it turns out said company, so they were under Idol Factory. From my understanding is that I think it was, and someone can correct me, I believe Babe, I think Babe was the one who sadly was not given, he did not receive any payment. Billy didn't realize that half of the money he received from Idol Factory through that last payment was supposed to go to Babe. And apparently they haven't talked in over like a month, supposedly. Although there was video of them at an event like a couple weeks back. There was a rumor going around before this had come out of a couple supposedly breaking up due to one of them not wanting to participate in a concert. And many people are assuming it's them because I believe Billy had his birthday concert. Babe did not go. So it's kind of speculating that they might be no longer together. I'm only saying that because they haven't outright come out and say it. If by time this goes up they have, it is what it is. But you know, Babe has talked about how he said he's been betrayed by someone he trusts. It's really sad to see a couple end. Now, the amount of money that they supposedly were given is not a huge amount. So what the speculation really is that it's not just the money. It might have been the money might have been the final straw. Which can happen. Money can definitely be a deal breaker, no matter what, you know. But sometimes it's not just that. So it's really sad if they do. I've never seen anything with them in it. I was starting to watch the show that they had come out with last year. They got like 2 episodes in, and then I just stopped watching it. But it's still sad because you know, relationships. It sucks when relationships end. They seem to have a really good one, and it just kind of sucks that ended up being the reason why. So that's kind of the last like news. So we're going to go quickly because we're already an hour in. And we're going to do a much longer episode on my frustration with this. But the Bunny had their lineup released this year. It's much later than usual. Usually these lineups tend to happen at the beginning of the year or right after Christmas. For some reason, it took forever for them to come out with theirs. A lot of shows were announced, some that I was okay with. So the first 2 that I'll talk about really quick, Your Third and Mr. Fanboy. Your Third is the Max Nat series, which I'm super excited about. And then Mr. Fanboy is the I'll Save series. They got premiere months, no premiere dates. So supposedly Your Third is coming out next month. In July, and Mr. Fanboy is supposed to premiere in August. Besides that, we got announcements for the Kimjara Forever trailer came out. Well, not trailer, it was a pilot. It was like a 10-minute pilot, I think it was. A lot of these pilots were like almost 10 minutes long. The King Nam Ping and Tale First Stone sequel, prequel. So it's a sequel to Kimjara. It's set before the post-credit scene that we got. We kind of knew that was already happening. It's already filming. I think they said something about it supposedly airing in October. We did get news about Magic Lover. Does have a new partner lined up. They did not announce who. I think it's either I wouldn't be surprised if they quickly do a first, before that comes out, a friendship series, a quick one. But I feel like that also doesn't make sense considering they're hoping to drop this series by the end of the year. But who knows? And I think they might as well just drop the series and not do a whole friendship thing. It makes no sense to do that. But it's kind of very clear. I know there have been a lot of mistranslations, and a lot of people are still hoping it's Jimmy. I don't think it's going to be Jimmy. I think we need to set back our expectations. I know they've seen each other. Jimmy is in a couple shows here and there in some of these pilots, but I kind of just think he no longer wants to be in a pairing. And that's up to him, and it's fair. And I think has also moved on, and I think we need to respect that instead of just consistently talking about that. But I'll get to more of that in our main thing. Into Russia, which is the North Auto show. I think they were the ones that won the friendship show. That looked really interesting. It's very much a past relationship, supposedly getting back together because one is obsessed with the next. I like that one. Still holding up like the moon is the King Nam Ping series. That was a really cute one. I actually saw the book while I was in Thailand. A lot of people were speculating that might have been their show. Unknown Lover. Lilia, you and I might get to see this being filmed.
Ooh.
Because this is set in New York City. They were actually here a few weeks ago to film the pilot. I didn't know that. And they're the couple that's coming down in August for their fan meets. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up staying a couple of weeks to film that. So this was announced a while ago. It's going to be on iQIYI. So pilot looks pretty good. The D Dorm. This was a comedy series that was originally called something else. This was announced while back. It was originally called Toward D, I think was what it was called, or it was called DMD, like sitcom. So this new one, I didn't really see much of information. So I kind of was watching the live, but I caught like the tail end of it and I couldn't really hear much because I was on my way to work. But from my understanding, it is a comedy series. There are like 5 main cast members and then everyone else will kind of appear here and there. I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't know. The series. It's Namping Kim Ado Om. It's about that one looked interesting. We're gonna go more in on the plots in our mini-sode on that one. I'm kind of go through. That one looked good. 20 List. It's the Pat Roger one that's more of a school one. Excited for that one. Number 1 student FIFA Cooper. It's another school one drama. Okay, it wasn't one that I was like, okay. Friend Benefit, Teep Deep Poor. I haven't watched the show that they came out with this year, but this one looked really good. It features the boy group that they're in, Dex. So I loved it. I think it's not like exactly like Thamepo. It's very different, but I like that we're getting another like Thamepo S series where it's an actual band in the show. And this one, all the members. So like basically, unlike Thamepo where Will S isn't in, like in all the members of the group are playing roles and the main couple both are the band. So it's going to make it a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. The Zomber got season 2 got announced. I didn't care for season 1. I might watch it, but like it is what it is. 30 Days of Us, the Net JJ show, the next one. That looked really depressing. I'm not big on super depressing sad shows. I may see it, or I might just wait till it fully finishes, comes out, and then watch it. My Mermaid, which is Tal Firstone's first lead show. That looks like a lot of fun. It's like a little mermaid. It's not like he loses his voice, but it's really cute. It gave off H2O vibes because they can't get wet, because if they get wet, their mermaid tails come out. I'm excited. Who's in it? Latte. Kim Latte is going to be in it as well. Latte looks utterly beautiful as a mermaid. Firestone looks great as a mermaid. They all look great. It looks like a lot of fun. Obviously, these are all shows that may or may not happen. Some might take longer than others. Casting might change. All that stuff can happen. So just be aware of that. Passenger Seat Number X, the new news next show. So obviously they have the musical show that's supposed to come out this year. This is one that most likely will come out next year. It looks interesting. My one downside to this one and Still Holding Up Like the Moon is that both shows feature actors in supporting roles who are apparently terrible people. Yeah.
Hi.
So I don't remember the actors' names are, and I didn't know this until someone pointed this out to me, but there are actors in supporting roles. These are not any of the lead ones. Both actors supposedly were in other shows, left their companies, are either now under the money or are doing the shows under a contract of a different company. Both of them in one way or another stated that they would never do BL again, that they were disgusted to have to kiss a boy. One of them even said, I would only rejoin a BL show if I ran out of money.
That's very extreme for no reason.
And now he's doing a BL again.
No, so I guess he ran out of money.
I know. And let's see if he even still kept in the cast. Because like I said, these are pilots.
He could just be a placeholder.
Or he could be replaced. It's not so much that usually they're not placeholders, but considering the backlash, I would not be surprised if he's replaced. Mm-hmm. And let's hope. Because it was kind of, just a quick here, I am frustrated that there were certain couples who kind of got sidelined. I do think Kim Latte should have gone a lead role. They have been in that company long enough. And we'll express this more in a separate episode, but I am angry that Nat was basically not featured in anything. He was in season 1 in Zomber, whatever the fuck. He was not in the teaser for this one. More actors were added, so we don't even know if the cast for season 1 is still the same. I'm mad that he did not get like a new pilot. Your Third doesn't count because it's coming out, but the fact that he was not put in a new pilot pissed me off. But again, we're gonna talk about that more later. The last thing that was announced that I kind of was just like, okay, they're doing a Kim Jara animated series. It is literally just the main series, but animated.
Yay!
I don't care for it. That was the one announcement that I was like, why? I like Kim Jara. I'm excited for the special episode. We're going to call it that. I feel like it's going to be a multi-episode thing. I just don't think it needs an animated series. I feel like we're beating this franchise out. Like, we're going to milk it dry. Also, the animation didn't look great. It looked very, like, standard. I was not into it.
Maybe just because it's a pilot.
I hope so, but it's sometimes I just don't know. I don't watch a lot of Thai cartoons, so I don't know. But I didn't care. I was like, why are we redoing this entire series in animated form with the same actors voicing the characters?
I don't think it's a problem.
It's not that it's a problem. It's the fact that instead of giving another couple who's been in the company for 4 years a series, instead of giving an actor who's been in the company for 7 years a new pilot, they're doing an animated series.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
For a show that already is out. That you could just watch the live action version of it. What is the point of watching an animated version of this? It's kind of the same with like, why did we need a live action version of Lilo and Stitch and the Lion King? The animated one is enough. Cinderella, Snow White, and Beauty and the Beast, I give exceptions to when it comes to Disney because they're fairy tales and those can be retold over and over again. But The Lion King is a retelling of Hamlet. There was no need to retell it. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're excited for the people who are excited for it, great. I'm not. I find it to be unnecessary. But that's just me. And we're gonna shelter this again when we talk about the money. But that's the lineup. That's everything that's coming out. Out of everything, not including the 2 shows that are already coming out, like Your Third and Mr. Fanboy. I'm just gonna go by the list of things that have been newly announced. I'm excited for My Mermaid, Passenger Seat Number X, and Friend Benefit. Everything else I will most likely be watching. It's one of those things where I'm like, they're all interesting, and I probably will watch them at some point. Lily, do you have anything you want to add?
I'm kind of sad that the FNAFs aren't considered a Muppet now. That made me sad.
Cry about it.
Oh.
And that's it for news. That was a lot.
Yeah. I'm surprised you caught up considering you weren't here.
I left out a lot of stuff that just didn't become relevant because either something came out or changed and I just didn't really care enough.
We should talk about the Emmys.
All right, for your Emmy consideration, that means they submit it. It does not mean they're nominated. The BTS, The Comeback Live, so this is a live stream production. Outstanding Variety Special Live. Outstanding Costumes for Variety, Nonfiction, or Reality Programming. Outstanding Light Design, Light and Direction for a Special. Outstanding Title Design. I cannot believe that's a thing. Outstanding Motion Design. Outstanding Picture Editing for Variety Programming. Outstanding Production Design for a Variety Special. Outstanding Sound Mixing for a Variety Series or Special. No credit re-airing production sound mixer. Outstanding Technical Direction and Camera Work for a Special.
Woo!
That was a lot. I feel like they have a chance of getting nominated in basically all of this.
Yes.
I do have a feeling. I don't know what they would win because I don't know what else is eligible. It would be really nice if they got the live one because usually that goes to like SNL or like the Oscars. You know the Oscars that's nominated for Emmys?
I think that's really funny.
Yeah. Well, it's usually the people who like directed and stuff get nominated for it. But I could see them maybe getting Variety Special. I feel like that's something they would get. Because I don't know about the rest, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And then like technically the documentary. Technically, the documentary could have been nominated, submitted for the Emmys as well.
Yeah.
They do have nominations for that.
I wonder why they picked the live only then.
It probably has a better chance. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I don't know who this was submitted by.
I'm assuming it's Hybe who submits it.
Probably. Well, no, this might have been also Netflix. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who has to be the one to nominate these.
Oh, that's right. It would look good on Netflix's.
The FIFA World Cup final halftime show was also
really
from last year.
So can they do that this year?
Next year's.
Next year?
So next year would be now. So
they could do that and then BTS would win again. That'd be great.
Well, so here are the 3 so far submitted. So it would be BTS, the Oscars for Outstanding Variety Special, and then the FIFA World Cup one. Mm-hmm. So they all technically drop nominations for that. So we'll see. Because I don't know how many Variety Live are dropping. But so that's the end of our news. Are we ready for rankings? For our boy of the month, I'm picking Om. And because there's so many Oms, I have to clarify which Om. But it's Om Than Kik from Damundi. I'm terrible at reading last names. I'm sorry, guys. He has gone through a lot these past few months, and I know there's been a lot going on who is going to be his next partner. I've been seeing a lot. But he also is going to be featured in a lot of shows. He was featured as a side character in a couple of these pilots. He will be in a couple of these shows as well. One is he's going to be in Your Third. That comes out next month with Max. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I figured I've watched him a lot in things, and he's so adorable. He's so sweet, and I constantly just wishing him the best. And this goes to like a lot of the people who have ended pairings who are, we've seen a lot of situations where both people in the pairings decide they don't want to be in a pairing anymore, and one tries to step back from working a little bit. They're still there, and then the other one is more in the forefront because they're kind of ready to go, and that's who he is, and I want the best for him. And he had released a beautiful letter that he had sent himself 10 years ago for Pride Month. One, funny enough, had a line in it that I didn't realize was a line. This line made me laugh. I mean, it's supposed to be sentimental, but I thought it was like kind of like...
It was cute.
It was cute. It was kind of cute that he wrote that. I was like, oh, what did he... He goes, you were gay. Are you still gay there? Laugh. He literally wrote laugh.
Not the laugh. That's cute.
Do you still consider yourself beautiful and gorgeous?
Aww.
If don't, please remember you are always beautiful.
Oh, that's so cute.
The next line he wrote, always stay gorgeous. Best revenge is your paper. Do you remember? Yes, Beyonce. I'm the biggest beehive.
I love that.
I'm here for it.
That's so cute.
It's just it's like a really cute letter. There's so much like in here. This was written in 2016, and he redacted a couple of things, but I hope that he looks back at his younger self and he's in a good place and he's happy, because he should be, because he's done a lot and he's worked hard a lot, and he's a really good actor. I liked him in The Next Prince. I'm excited to see him in more, and I think he's going to be great in Magic Lover with whoever he's in. So he is our boy of the month. Woo!
Yay!
For our show of the month, since it's officially over, it's sadly ending this month, or has ended, we are picking Forever You. We're picking season 1, so that would just be the Easter and North stories. I love that first season of Forever You. I'm so happy that there's a season 2 with multiple different stories. I kind of wish we got that format with season 1, but whatever. I can't wait to watch those. But season 1 is our show of the month. Everyone should watch it. It's really great. For our song of the month, I have to give it to the DMD Cute Boys with their song. So it's called, I think it's called Kiss Kiss or Kiss You, but it's in Thai, so it's called Joop Joop. It is so cute, Lilia. The music video is adorable. It's got all the pairings. They got cute little animated versions. It's just about giving kisses. I was like, I'm into it. I loved it. It's on Spotify, but I got mad because I didn't realize it was on Spotify.
I'm crying.
Because every time they posted about it, like the music video and everything, the lyric video, they're like, oh, other streaming services. Spotify wouldn't be on the main one. It would be like iTunes and all that. So I bought it off iTunes because I didn't think they were putting it on Spotify. And then I found it on Spotify.
At least you're supporting them.
I don't know. I'm not that mad, but I'm just like annoyed because I could have been listening to it. It would have had more streams.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It would have been given more streams. And then our couple of the month, I have to give it to my favorite, Dawu and Off-Road. I love them. I can't wait for the next series. I know we had like a slippery slope 2 months ago with some things that happened, but they have seemed to really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Come back, bounce back?
Yeah. I would say if you were there for when that happened, you don't have to read them if you don't want to. I have. It is what it is. They're grown-up people, and they seem to be people. I did get to see them a couple weeks back for my birthday. The photo came out. I didn't show you the photo. I had to show it to you. We looked really cute. Me and Dao were sitting next to each other. But they're just so sweet, and they're very loving, and they seem to be very happy together. So they're a couple of the month.
Yay!
All right, so I think this is going to be a wrap. Lily, do you have anything to end it on?
I'm glad y'all could hear me again after a while. And I'm also happy that we have made it 6 months in for the year.
33 main episodes and 10 mini-sodes and still going. We literally have episodes ready and recorded for the next few months, and we're going to keep recording and keep going. This has been fun. Have you been enjoying this?
I have. It's fun.
It's great. And maybe someday we'll do an episode on something Lilia likes.
Yeah.
Not Sonic, though.
Why not? That's not fair.
Because I don't want to deal with the blue blur.
But you know what? That should be my bet. It's not fair that you get to pick whatever you want and I can't. So we will be doing... Okay, I won't pick the Sonic movies, but I will pick something Sonic related for us to review.
I'm not doing Sonic X.
I hated that too, so it's not going to be that. Don't worry about what it's going to be.
Is it going to be the Shadow video game?
No. Don't worry about it.
Because it's funny because I'm older than you, so I've probably consumed more Sonic shit than you. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that you could throw at me that would make me mad. Because I like those Saturday morning cartoons.
I'll find something. You know
We'll figure this out.
We'll get back to you on this, yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure to post it somewhere, what the bet is.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. It's going to get delayed.
Okay.
It will get delayed.
We're not delaying any...
You're not getting your Barbie Theft Auto release. You're not.
It's going to be crazy when it comes out. Because I'm gonna if GTA 6 actually comes out, I will buy the Barbie game.
That's such a random way to put it. So if it doesn't come out, you're not buying the Barbie game.
No, I will, but I'll hesitate a few weeks.
That's crazy.
But if it does happen, I'll buy it the day of. I'll go
God.
into a Target or GameStop.
Oh God.
Maybe I'll buy the version with the Barbie doll.
That would be cute, I guess.
It looks like a shit one though. So I kind of want to end on a quick quote from a sonnet that I really love. As we are at the end of Pride Month, okay. I love Pride Month. I love love. You know that. I'm very big supporter of the LGBT community, as you know, and all of that. And I think Pride is a beautiful way to express all kinds of love. So I just want to read. This is my favorite quote. It's by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It is a sonnet that he wrote in response to the. So did you know that the night that Hamilton won the Tony Award was the night after the Pulse nightclub shooting? I think I told you this. Mm-hmm. So when he won, I believe for book, I think it was book, he delivered a sonnet as his response to the tragedy, and it became this kind of symbol type thing, especially only some of the quotes from it. And it's one that I think about a lot, just because it's so beautifully written, and I think it expresses what we kind of need now in this world is love and peace and all that. So I'm gonna read the last few sentences. It's a lot here. You can read it online. We rise and fall, and light from dying embers. Remembrance that hope and love last longer. And love is 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 love, cannot be killed or swept aside. I sing Vanessa's symphony, Eliza tells her tale. Now fill the world with music, love, and pride. So we hope everyone had a beautiful, safe, loving Pride Month. Love who you love. Don't ever be ashamed. And we will see you guys for next week's episode, which is
episode 32. Love you, teacher.
We'll see you guys then. Enjoy. And we'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Lilia. All right, guys, that's it for this entry. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts. On Twitter, you can find us at FG Diaries Pod. On Tumblr, TikTok, and Instagram, you'll find us at FG Diaries Podcast. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hope you all have a wonderful fangirly day.